What's up, everyone? So I've been hard at work on the Mustang the past couple of days, and I wanted to do a video quick on something that I thought was important. It's kind of an overlooked thing. I don't really think about it very often. I didn't realize that I was having this issue until I pulled these parts out and had a look at them. As you guys can see, my garage is a mess. It's like a storage area. We got the kids' bikes over here, the toys. Got a new tip for the truck. Pretty cool. Pretty excited about that, but nobody cares about that stuff. Anyways, table over here is a mess. So anyways, what I was going to do the video about is I needed to weld the axle tubes on my rear end, because actually the axle tubes were never welded. I just had a brace and the axle tubes were not welded. So I figured with the downtime it was a good idea to go ahead and get that done. So went to pull the rear end out, and I realized that I had some bent bolts on the upper control arms, and I'll show you guys those. Show you guys what I'm talking about. As you can see, rear end's all hanging down right here, and these bolts up here were bent just a little bit. They were hard to get out, so I was like, all right, cool, I'll replace those. Not a big deal. Been in there for 3 years. They're a grade 8 bolt, and they were bent, so got those replaced. Went to go do these lower control arm bolts, and that's when I realized I had a problem. As you can see, there's no control arm bolt in there now, because they are over here on the table, and they're cut into 2 separate pieces, both of them. So they were so bent. You can see that bolt right there. They were so bent that they would not, I couldn't drive them out. As in, I couldn't knock them out of their spot. So tried to cut them with the Sawzall, and I realized that you cannot cut through a grade 8 bolt with a Sawzall. So got out the trusty cutting wheel, and I just went to hacking on these spacers, and ended up getting both sides out after like 3 or 4 hours of work. It sucked. So those are done for. So what I'm going to do now, these are grade 8, not cheap, and it actually doesn't even say grade 8. I think the JH may mean grade 8. I know when I bought these bolts they were supposed to be grade 8 bolts. Maybe you guys can respond in the comments. Like I said, they're supposed to be grade 8. Bent them, and I have a feeling that the tire shake that I showed you guys at the beginning of this video is the reason why they were bent so bad. So now I have to have new spacers made. I'm going to have the new spacers made out of steel instead of aluminum, and I am going to go back to the stock size bolt that goes in the lower control arm, because this is a 1/2-inch bolt and the stock size bolt is just a little bit bigger. So I'm going to go back to that, and it's going to be a grade 10.9, and I shouldn't have any of these issues again. And then while they're out, I'll show you guys these axles. I was checking them as well to make sure the splines weren't bent, which they're not. These are Strange 35 spline axles, like I told you guys in previous videos, with the big Ford 9-inch ends, which are nice because they have their own seal right here. So you literally just pull the axle out and just put it back in, and everything's sealed up. You don't have issues with these leaking like you do with some people have with the C-clip eliminator axles. And then you can see the end right here. I got a shop towel in here so we don't get stuff in the axle, but it's got this race right here. There's a seal under this race, and then your bracket on your axle, the brake bracket right there, is actually what holds the axle in here. It's just got these 4 bolts that go right here. So really like that design. It's a lot stronger than 8.8. So anyways, guys, that's all I got. I just wanted to do a quick video. If you guys are pushing the limits of stuff like I am, and you're getting to that realm where you're really starting to push this stuff hard, you got a stick shift car that you're just beating the crap out of the rear end and the rear suspension and everything, it'd probably be a good idea to get down there and check those lower control arm bolts. Better to catch them before they bend as bad as mine were, and you have to cut them out, or worse, they break on you at the track. So that's all I got, guys. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your holiday, for those of you that are taking a holiday today, and I will talk to y'all later.